Hello, all, and thank you for introducing me as Epilepsy Warrior Queen. Thank you so much for that. So, I started motivating people through epilepsy awareness because that is something which is invisible, it is a disorder, and there are many misconceptions regarding epilepsy. Though it is 4% of our population experiences epilepsy, they are people with epilepsy. It's not very well known. And that is when the trolling began, when I started spreading awareness regarding epilepsy, which is very funny because when you are trying to spread awareness regarding a medical condition or a disorder, you get trolled. And that began 7 years ago. When one doesn't back down, these trollers start trolling you more. They झुंड शाही जिसे कहा जाता है, झुंड में आकर they start speaking ill about you. They start creating troll bots and say the same thing, copy paste the same thing, and talk ill about you. That started happening again. In 2020, there was an atrocities case against me. I still am, I still have that case against me. I'm simply out on bail, so I can't talk much about it right now. But the fact remains that, as our previous speaker spoke, that Sanatani Dharma is always targeted. And me being a Brahmin, fortunately, unfortunately, whatever, atrocity is something that all of us over here face or are always scared of. That is the first thing that we learn. Don't speak something that might get you in trouble. कुछ भी कह दो, हल्का सा भी कुछ हो जाए, भावना किसी के दुखते हैं, भावनाओं माझा दुखावल्या गेल्या और ये सब ड्रामा होता है, and then they put a case against you. And when I was imprisoned, I came to know when I was inside. I was in solitary confinement, by the way. I wasn't allowed to talk to other people or anything, but over a period of time, other prisoners did the cellmates, not cellmates, but other prison mates, started coming up to me and talking to me. And that is when I realized that there were so many under trial women who were there only because of atrocities case, which is so. I was shocked and overwhelmed to know of the fact that there were so many fake cases put against people only and only because they were Sanatani. Only and only because they were Sanatani Hindus. Nobody speaks about that. And Dr. Thadhani has put a book which I will call a research book. I gave a bite to someone as well, stating that this is a book which has captured everything under one umbrella. If you think about it, today's generation, the newer generation, which are studying in colleges right now or everything, they don't even know how to Google things right. When when they are asked to write a thesis, when they are asked to write something, they don't even know how to Google something. And this is a book, if they want to, is it working? Yeah, okay, sorry. This is a book which people don't need to go and Google for or whatever. A political science student or a law student should definitely read this book because there are hard facts written in there and not just some narrative written by someone. No. Dr. Thadhani has gone to an extent where he has properly researched and put facts in front of you. As like, all the thank you so much to you as well. But whatever has happened in the High Court, all the judgments, every statement, what happened during cross-examination, etc., etc., a common person doesn't come to know of all these things. What is written in a chart sheet is never reached a common person Because for the first source of information for all of us is the news media, who we all know how they twist the narrative. We are all aware of it now. And this is a book which has not twisted anything. He has written as it is. And that is exactly why each and every student, especially a student who is doing political science and or law, should read this book. Or I will be talking when it comes to my college as well. Next week or so, I'll be going and visiting my college. And I'll be the college that I'm an alumni of. And I'll be talking to the political science department regarding taking this book into consideration when it comes to extracurricular reading, or maybe in the syllabus, or however they deem fit. But I will be definitely talking about it because it is very necessary. Because it is extremely necessary for the newer generation to understand what is happening or what has happened. Because I get DMs, like almost about 100 DMs every single day, and I reply because sometimes I don't have anything to do in life. So I reply, and there are a younger crowd which are attracted towards my account, and they come to me. And I have realized the younger crowd, people who are in their 20s, or they are 19, 22-year-olds, somewhere between in their 20s, are not sure as to what is happening, because they are getting this one narrative which is completely leftist and liberal, and they want to side with it because apparently it is extremely rational. Hum sab ek hai, because we have this word secularism in our constitution. So shouldn't we be secular? Okay, fine. But then shouldn't secularism be for all the castes, all the religion, every single person? But that doesn't happen. Each religion, each caste system, forget just the bigger part of religion, every caste system has a different law in our nation today. There is no uniform civil law. I'm not talking about uniform civil code, I'm talking about uniform civil law or uniform criminal law. That is not what is there in our nation today. And that is something which needs to be spoken about. And this book makes you think about it, makes you wonder as to how much are we ready to bend down backwards and make others say anything and everything to us. There comes a point where we have to say enough. And this book is going to make the younger generation say enough. And for the people who asked me whether I've read the book or not, I wouldn't be here had I not read the book. I wouldn't be saying things without reading a book. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata ki Jai.